I start sewing in the church from the October Fire Festival. And every time I would sew, I leave a note. I started on October 9th. October 9th, I did not leave a note. But I did sew. And then October 23, I sewed again. November 18th, I sewed. And I believe the final big sew was in February 1st. And I would leave a memo letting them know that I just want you to believe with me that God is going to provide a vehicle for me, all paid vehicle. And so I believe, And then on February 1st, I had put my last sew in, and I would sew, and I was like, in Jesus' name, my vehicle is coming this year. And my big vehicle arrived February 22nd. To God be the glory. I went to church. So how that happened, I'm gonna tell you. This is really the story for that too. How that happened was I went to church, and I didn't feel like going. Me and my daughter did not feel like going to church. But you know what? Because none of us was sick, I was like, we're just gonna go. And I had to serve that Sunday, so I had to go anyway, but I didn't have the means to get there. So I overdraft my account and I went to church, and I was like, Lord, I trust you. Whatever it is that you're about to reveal to me, show me. I'm going with expecting something from you. So whatever it is. And so I went to church, and my daughter, it was her third time visiting the church. Again, I was here in Memphis before, and any family members. So my daughter had just moved in December, and this was her third time visiting the church. And they have a room when you visit the church where with refreshments, and the pastors come in and they introduce themselves for the third room, right? And so I was telling her, like, I need you to go to the third room, and she didn't really want to go, but I made her go. And so we went in there, and I introduced them because the pastor has been praying for her. And so I'm so glad that she finally got the chance to meet them, and introduce herself. And it was nice to see that the pastor was like, oh, we've been praying for you, blah 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 and stuff. We're not going to get into that, but yeah. So after that, he was like, do you guys have any questions and stuff? And she was like, not really. But he asked her how does she like the church so far, and she was like, I like it when I come. So when she said that, I was like, I had to explain to the pastor, like, the reason is because we sometimes I don't have a way to get to church, so it's not really easy for me to come every Sunday because we live about 25-30 minutes away. And he was like, oh, where do you live at? I'll get your next part.